Okay. Today we're talking wellies. Because I've just got a new pair arrive, some Quatros, which I've never had before. I'm going to try out. Probably ought to say before I do this, I'm not plugging these. I'm not getting any free wellies or not being funded by a wellie manufacturer. I'm just sort of saying really what I'm doing on the farm with a different sort of wellie today. So let's have a look at the old pair I'm wearing, which are pretty cheap and nasty, and then we'll have a look at these. There we go, you can see my wellies there. These are my £15 screw fix ones. Let's take them off and have a quick look. Okay, so this is the wellie I've been wearing in the summer. And to be honest, I've never really worried about wellies until recently. These are cheap, nasty, all made in Portugal. Cheap, nasty wellie, they're £15 from screw fix. Or somewhere around about that price, and up to now all I really worried about was how cheap I could get my wellie, which really is a really silly thing to think, because realistically I spend a lot of my time on my feet in a pair of Wellington boots, and it was only about a year ago I decided to go for steel toe caps. Before that I bought the cheapest wellies I could find down at Countrywide, which were rubbish really. They did the job, and to be honest, if you're only wearing wellies once in a blue moon, there's no point in having a 80 quid pair stuck in the shelf or in a cupboard. But I was always wearing these cheap wellies, and my feet were freezing in the winter, and they didn't last very long. Then I thought I'll buy myself a nice pair, so I bought a neoprene pair that lasted 2 winters, but they perished, the rubber perished. So they were no good. So I went back to these cheap ones from Screwfix. But like I said, I've gone for steel toe caps because realistically a cow could easily stand on my foot. So I would never ever buy a pair of wellies like steel toe caps for the farm. Anyway, with winter approaching, I've thought I've got to ditch these, and they've also got a hole in them somewhere. And I've gone for these, recommended to me by the local guy who delivers our farm stuff. So I'm going to open this box in a minute, and we'll have a look and see what these are like. Not sure what exactly they're going to be like. I've never had a pair of these before. Oh, looks like someone's opened them, sent them back, and then I've got them again. So, as long as they're new, that doesn't really worry me. I'm not interested in the box. Right. So, these in theory, they're thermal wellies, but they're also steel toe capped. There we go. Get one out. Ooh, they're weighty. They are big bad boys. Blimey, look at these. Let's have a look at these when I get them out. They're so much heavier than the other ones. And that was the reason why I didn't really like wearing these sort of wellies in the summer, because I can feel in my hand that is a heavy wellie, whereas this is a little flimsy thing. But the thing is, what's that? Australian standard. The thing is, I want something comfortable. Oh look, they come with all little bits of leaflets and stuff. Go straight in the bin. Moisture wickering, odour resistant, breathable, antibacterial, shock absorbing. Odour resistant, I like to think that's a bit of a laugh. It won't be odour resistant with my feet. So let's try, let's get the other one out. God, all these bits of junk. Right, let's try one on. Crikey, they feel really comfy already. Do you know what? That is lovely. Like I said, I'm not paid to plug these, but blimey, they feel good. I think they were getting on 80 quid though, compared to the 15 quidders. But to be honest, if I'm wearing wellies all the time through the winter, I want something comfortable. I want something that's going to make my feet, you know, nice thing to wear really. Oh, let's have a look. Well, there we go. I've got my Quatro safeties on. Now I'll be interested to know what everyone else wears for their wellies, because realistically I've got no comparison with other than what I buy. So perhaps I would appreciate if you're a farmer and you wear wellies all the time, just put a comment on what wellies you wear on the farm and what you recommend. And because these aren't necessarily the best ones, but they just feel better than those cheap nasty ones. So I would cheap and nasty alright for every now and then, but these are wellies for the winter for me anyway. But like I said, do let me know what sort of wellies you wear. It's also not just the comfort but the durability, because like I said, the last pair I had, they just perished, and that ain't any good, is it? But yeah, and also how much you pay for a pair of wellies. Do you pay 200 quid? Because some pairs are a lot expensive as that. Anyway, I'm going to just tidy up now. Another leaflet for me to read. Ooh, what's it got? Quatro certified to meet one of the following standards. Well, heat insulation on the sole, everything cold insulation. It's the cold insulation I'm more worried about than anything. Anyway, I'm going to put these other ones in the bin, I think, and get back and do a bit of work. But there you go, new wellies for Farmer Cornock.